That's it. Yeah.
First job, slacken the centre nut in the wheel. Don't slacken the wheel nuts. And we can raise the car in the air. Once up in the air we can remove the wheel, then remove the drive shaft nut. Then we want to remove the track rod end lock nut here and the bottom ball joint pinch bolt in behind the disc here. Once we've got these bolts out, we can lower the bottom arm, remove the track rod, then we can pull the hub assembly clear of the drive shaft. Okay. Once we've got the track rod off and the pinch bolt out the bottom ball joint, we can use this special tool that's chained over the bottom arm to help lower the bottom arm. This will allow the bottom arm and ball joint to pop out the hub assembly. We can then push in the drive shaft, clear of the hub. Okay, once we've got the drive shaft out of the hub, we can then remove the old boot, and we can use this special tool here and a flexible a Flexi CV boot, and it saves taking the drive shaft right off the vehicle. We enter the CV boot onto the tool, just connected to the airline, and we operate it, and it stretches the boot so we can put it over the CV joint, and then release it, and we can slide our boot onto the drive shaft. And secure the boot to the CV joint with cable ties. Okay, done. Right. Sometimes it's easier to actually take the drive shaft right out onto the bench if you haven't got the tool available. So if that's the case, take the drive shaft off, cut off the retaining clips, leave the boot clear, then you have to secure it in the vise firmly, and give the end of the CV joint a crack with a hammer to release it from the circlip. That allows you then to remove the boot and get a new one and fit it on carefully, put the CV joint and give it a knock over the circlip again to secure it in place. Put some more grease in the CV joint and then secure it, the boot, on with cable ties or proper clips if they're available. Cut off any excess of the cable tie. Then we can put the drive shaft back in the car. Okay, we take the drive shaft back to the car, enter it gently in, carefully in when it goes into the gearbox, because there's an oil seal in there and we don't want to damage the end of the oil seal. So just make sure the drive shaft's in properly into the seal, in this case it is. So then we can enter the drive shaft back into the hub, enter on the splines, then we can use this suspension tool to lower the suspension down far enough to get the ball joint to enter. And then we can refit the bolts, put the track rod end back on, hub nut back on to the correct torque, and the road wheel back on and tighten the road wheel up. Then as we've lost a wee drip of oil out of the gearbox in this one, when we took the shaft out, we'll need to top up the gearbox to the correct level with the correct grade of oil. That's a level plug up there, which we'll need to remove and use a pump to put the oil back in. Level plug fitted, that's the end of the job.